finished and won't count towards the group table.
Okay. The second frame, Shaun Murphy to break.
Well, I suppose if he was to win all 6, even though one of them didn't end up counting, he would still have gone through with a 100% record, so that may need to be looked at. Anyway, back here, both of these players still 100% records in this group, and Trump 1-0 up in the match itself.
One. Foul.
He hasn't reached.
So Trump 1, Shaun Murphy 4, free ball.
It's not that unusual to see a player come up short when trying to roll up behind a ball colour, but it is when he's that close to the ball.
Foul and a miss. Shaun Murphy 4. Meg. Okay. Foul and a miss. Shaun Murphy 4. Okay. Sure. Foul and a miss. Shaun Murphy 4.
Well, he was well short with that one. He was well short with the previous one as well. So it could take a few more goes.
Okay.
Well, this looks better. But he made a bit of a mess of that. Should have been tight in behind the green. Instead of which he's ended up handing quite a few points to Murphy, which could make a difference in the end. You can bet your bottom dollar he'll take a bit more care the next time he's rolling in behind a ball colour from close quarters.
Foul and a miss. Shaun Murphy 4. Back. It's a bit more this way. Good.
A bit of a sense of deja vu here. And again, directly or indirectly, all this resulted from
You've gone that side of the brown.
failing to roll up properly behind the green.
On that side, it's, yeah, it'll be here. Yeah, because it's that red was covered, not that one, yeah. All right, Shaun. Thanks. Think about there. Okay, thanks.
Oh, that's much better.
Foul and a miss. Sean Murphy 6.
Well, that's quite remarkable. Murphy's got 26 points on the board and hasn't potted a ball yet.
One.
The red just running into the path of the black there, so that's as far as this contribution is going to go. Just narrowly avoided the double kiss on the pink there, which would probably have let trump in. I think both of these players are of a level where you would expect to be winning at least one major tournament pretty much every season. Well, they've both already done it in the current campaign. Murphy hasn't won a ranking event, but he has won the Champion of Champions in this very building back in November. He's been in 3 ranking finals this season, but lost them all. Trump's big success this season, winning the European Masters in Belgium in October. Beat Stuart Bingham 9-7 in the final. He was also in the Shanghai Masters final the following month, but was heavily beaten by Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's not the sort of player who is just going to go on consistently getting good results. I think he's the sort of player who's going to have dips in form every now and then and go through little difficult spells. And the low point of his season was surely a 5-0 defeat to Sam Craigie in qualifying for the World Open in the early months of the campaign.
One.
He finished 2017 pretty well, got to the semi-final of the Scottish Open, although he was surprisingly beaten there by Chow Yu-ping. And then he went on from there to win 2 matches to qualify for the German Masters, where he'll play Ben Wollaston in his first match in Berlin.
3. Well,
there was no great difficulty attached to the pot, but getting the cue ball back out to land on a colour was always going to be difficult. And getting safe from here won't be easy.
Yellow ball. Your trump 4.
He may have been hoping to pot that red in off the other one, but he was too far off target for that to happen. And this is a really good chance for trump. He's been pretty effective at taking his chances throughout his matches today. Just the odd surprise miss here and there.
6.
Well, perhaps not entirely surprising after a few weeks without a match.
7. Twelve. 13. 20. 21. 26. 27.
Again, not the first time we've seen that from him today. Just maybe took his eye off the pot a little. Had a bit of work to do with the cue ball, and that was all because he hadn't quite landed on the blue the way he'd intended. The ball colour is not ideally placed, but enough there for him to win the frame before he gets to that. So is Judd Trump, having missed that blue, going to end up losing his first frame of the day?
16. 17. 23. 24.
Still going to need both these remaining reds.
Extend him. Okay.
I think I'm okay.
Sean Murphy, 30.
Screwing back using the rest, always difficult to do. He's a pretty good rest player, but that one proved beyond him. Some players who just don't like using the rest, but Murphy's certainly not one of those.
One. Eight.
Well, he's played that about as well as he could have. But a bit of work to do to sort out the next few balls.
9.
Nice idea to
11.
cannon the green and brown, bring them both into play.
13.
He'll expect to win the frame from here.
16.
Brown obviously passes the blue into the middle.
20.
Needs all three remaining colours. And this looks just about perfect.
25.
So Trump's remarkable run continues. 8 frames played today. 8 frames won.
From 38.
He's just a frame away from completing his third successive whitewash. He leads Sean Murphy by 2 frames to 0. I mentioned earlier the withdrawal of Mark Allen, so all his matches are removed from the group, including the one he'd already played, the 3-1 defeat to Barry Hawkins. That won't now count towards the table, but I'd be fairly certain Hawkins will still get the £300 for winning that match. And although I can't say for certain, I would imagine it'll apply to all the other players as well, that they'll all for prize money purposes, be awarded a 3-0 win. Not sure whether Alan will still get the £100 for the one frame he won.
Okay.
I'm sure all that will be cleared up in due course. The main thing, of course, is it's all about qualification. And if Judd Trump can win just one more frame, he'll be on 3 wins out of 3. Riding high at the top of the group. Trump catching the blue, made that shot a much more attractive option for Murphy. And he's landed perfect on the black.
Eight. Nine. $16.
Murphy has never actually won the Championship League, but his record in it is pretty good. He's made the winners group 4 times.
17.
Only 2 players can beat that. Judd Trump and Mark Allen. And he's been in the playoff stage of the winners group 3 times. Trump, with 5, is the only player to top that. And of course he claimed a place in the tournament's history by making the first ever Championship League 147 4 years ago now against Mark Davis.
$25.
And further back in 2011, he achieved the very rare feat of getting through to a group semi-final after winning just 2 of his 6 matches. And since draws were abolished after the 2nd season of the Championship League, that's only happened 3 times. Murphy, Andrew Higginson, and Trump again.
$32. 33. $36.
There's always one player who isn't involved in any of the matches in the nighttime session on the first day of a group. Well, this time it is Shaun Murphy. So this is his last match of the day. Going about things the right way here in terms of trying to prolong it a bit further.
$44. 45.
So Trump's run of winning 8 frames in a row under real threat here. We've seen a few matches already this week, won from 2-0 down.
52.
So Murphy's still in there fighting.
$53. 60.
Not quite over the line yet.
60.
$60 the difference. But still 83 left.
One.
Couple of reds on cushions, but they're not entirely safe.
8.
What a way this would be to close out the match.
9.
Well, that's got rid of one of the reds on the cushions, albeit the less difficult of the two. And that little cannon means all four of these reds are right out in the open now, so it looks to be all about that red on the side.
17. $24. 25. $31.
Even if you are talking about best of fives, to play three players of the level of
32.
Ali Carter, Yang Wenbo and Shaun Murphy and beat them all 3-0, one after the other, would be quite an achievement.
$38. 39. $45.
So this is the key shot now. Didn't have much to do positionally, but what he did have to do, he's done well. And he couldn't really have a better angle on this black for getting on the yellow. The rest might be coming out again.
53. $55.
Could there be hope for Murphy yet? Does the green go past the brown? Doesn't look like it from there. think the blue being where it is made that shot a bit more complicated. Just gave him a little less margin for error.
Trump 55.
So Trump breaks down, 5 points behind. Just didn't get quite on the yellow the way he wanted to, and that was what made the positional shot that bit more difficult. I think if he got on the yellow as he had intended, it'd be just about all over by now. And this isn't going to reach.
Foul.
And he hasn't got the line anyway.
Back. Is that not Jenna? Okay, Sean.
This looks better.
Okay, thanks.
Well, is there a way through? He's getting down to have a very good look. Oh, doesn't look like it from there. Well, maybe using a bit of swerve.
Thanks. Thank you, Sean. Foul. And a miss. Should Trump fall?
Well, he might not have to have another go. Thought for a moment there Trump was considering playing the pot.
Okay. Thanks.
But that's a very good safety. It's going to be hard to leave it safe. So one good long pot, get on the brown, should be all over.
Three.
And that's exactly what he's done.
Seven.
Couldn't have played that any better. So Murphy got in first in this frame, made 60, but missed a red to the middle. Trump stepped in with 55, ran out of position on the green.